What is up everyone, it's CMG here. Welcome to yet another top 5 skins in my opinion video. So I'm sure you're aware this is the series where I pick a hero and then choose 5 of my favourite legendary skins from any event from 5th best to number 1 in my opinion. We've already covered my 3 top played heroes in Overwatch, those being Mei, D.Va and Zarya. And if you want to go and check those videos out that I've made previously, then you're able to do so through the iCards provided, and I'll also provide links down in the description below. So for today's top 5 skins video, it's
ROADHOG time.
Yes indeed it is, it's time for the Hog to step forward, and yes, he is now the 3rd off-tank hero I'm doing a video for, because I'm an off-tank main and I just want to get the easiest heroes out of the way first before I proceed to do other heroes. If you're watching this, by the way, let me know what hero you want me to do a video for next, by the way. So Roadhog has a plethora of attractive legendary skins panning over multiple events over 5 years. Some are absolutely brilliantly designed, others look absolutely nuts, but they in some way suit him perfectly. There is one skin, however, I do not like the look of, and I'm really glad that I still don't have this skin, even after all these years of playing Overwatch. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I will reveal that said skin. Alright, so before I start this top 5 skins video, I would like to remind you all once again, if you like this idea for a video and you want to see more like this in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications if you want to be notified of any videos that I decide to do. It really does help me out a great deal if you do that. Alright then, let's get on with doing this top 5. Okay, so the first thing I want to do real quick is actually throw in an honourable mention. Now this is an epic skin, which is why it doesn't really qualify for this top 5 because it's not legendary, obviously. But the Frosty skin from Winter Wonderland from last year is just pure gold. I just love Mako's head looking like a proper evil looking snowman. He just looks like bad Mr. Frosty from the Clay Fighter series. If you've played all the Clay Fighter games from the Super Nintendo and the N64, you know those games, right? Roadhog just looks like him. Plus the overall colour scheme for the skin with blue, white, silver, it's just really nice as well. So yeah, Frosty, honourable mention. Okay, so at number 5 in this top 5 Roadhog skins list is going to be the Junkenstein's Monster. Now this is the first skin that Roadhog received back in 2016 for the first Halloween Terror event. So yeah, it's a pretty old skin. This skin is really awesome. It of course depicts Frankenstein's monster from all of the movies from way back when. I can remember when this skin first got shown alongside Junkrat's Dr. Junkenstein character, and it just looked so good. It set the mood for the event. This was the first time we got the chance to see Halloween Terror. So yeah, it did set the mood for the event, and it was brilliant. I love his brown jacket, I love the stitching around his belly area, I love the mask he wears. It's just like the typical Frankenstein monster look, but the mask is moulded into the usual facial attire that he wears. It just looks awesome. Roadhog just looks like the perfect monster for a great Halloween event. I mean, I don't use the skin often, however, because I prefer others only slightly, and that's the reason why it's down here at number 5. Alright, so in the number 4 position, I reckon it's going to be the Ice Fisherman skin from Winter Wonderland. I think this skin came from 2018. Correct me if I'm wrong. This came from 2018. This was a unique look for Roadhog for me back then because I never would have believed that Hog would even have himself covered up completely in a tidy snow coat like he has here. Usually with all of his other skins, he's got his tummy hanging out all the time because, well, he's from Australia, the outback. Hardly anybody would cover themselves up over there because it's way too hot, I would imagine. But of course, Roadhog is wearing all this attire because he's out to catch fish in the insanely cold weather. He's got his hat on, his mask looks like a walrus head with the fur and the tusks. He's got his mittens on, and of course the coat he's wearing with a few fish hooks on the belt. And speaking of fish hooks, his hook looks like a tri-fish hook, which looks a little strange in my opinion. It's the only skin in Overwatch which has this weird looking hook with 3 hooks on the end of it. It's kind of odd. And yeah, I kind of think this is a little out of place. Just a little bit. So yeah, it deserves to be here at number 4 on the list. Of course, this was a skin that I happily got in a loot box back in the day, and I was happy to get it there and then, rather than spending so much currency on it. So yeah, pretty solid skin. So at number 3, in the bronze position, I've decided to place a skin that I sadly don't have in the game. And yes, actually, this is one skin I really feel bad not to have gotten in recent years, because this is actually a 2-year-old skin, I believe, and it really just looks so good. It's going to be the Militia skin from the Archives event. This is a skin that, like every other skin from the Archives events, has got a bit of backstory alongside it. So it says that after the Australian government displaced Mako Routledge and other residents of the outback from their homes, they turned into violent rebellion, forming the Australian Liberation Front. So here, Mako looks like a full-on commando desert ops guy that's a part of a group of reckless individuals. He actually looks like he comes right out of the Metal Slug series with all that camo gear on. He's got the bullets on his arm, he's wearing a hat, he's got a grenade on his tummy, and that hook just looks so menacing. Honestly, probably one of the more lethal looking hooks that he has in the game, of all of the skins, if I'm honest. And I'm loving his mask as well. The only reason why it doesn't make it to number 1 is because I just don't have the skin. Otherwise, I'd be using this a hell of a lot. Great skin, and I really like it. Okay, so at number 2, and the one skin that only just doesn't make it at the number 1 spot, is going to be the Toxic Venomous skin from the Anniversary event. This skin just looks so ridiculous. So ridiculous, in fact, that it's actually genius. I love everything about the skin. Roadhog is just simply Bane from Batman here, isn't he? You know, he's got the toxic stuff running the whole way through him, through his arms, and even through his hook, as if himself and the hook are one, you know? When you hook enemies with it, it's almost as if he's injecting poison into you. He's got that shut-off valve as a massive belly button, and of course his head. It's basically one big glass toxic tank with a skull inside it. It's just such a unique and genius design, and it fits his character perfectly, I feel. I guess this is the one skin in the game you'd decide to use if you were feeling a bit, well, toxic. Oh dearie me, I need to find my coat. Where is it? I think it might be hanging up somewhere. I think I might need to put it on and leave. That was terrible, I'm sorry. Just the puns. Alright, it's nearly time to reveal my number 1 Roadhog skin in Overwatch, but before we go ahead and reveal it, may I remind everybody again still watching, if you like this idea for a video and you want to see more like this in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button, send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications if you want to be notified of any videos that I decide to make in the future. Really does help me out a lot, guys. Alright, so the number 1 Roadhog skin, my favourite skin in the entirety of Overwatch, is the lacrosse skin from Summer Games. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. You put this skin at number 1 ahead of the likes of Militia and Toxic? Well, I suppose you could be right. I mean, this skin is as basic as they come, really. Roadhog is simply wearing as much padding as you can get just to play a game of lacrosse. You know, he's got a mask and helmet on, lots of shoulder padding, chest padding, tummy padding, boots, massive gloves. You get the idea. He's basically the goalkeeper of his team, as it clearly says guard on his padding where his tummy should be. But the main reason why this skin is at number 1, there's a specific reason, is because it's honestly the luckiest skin in the game for me. I have it whenever I play Hog, and I win quite a lot of my games, whether I'm playing with friends or even myself. When I'm using other skins in the game, I just lose all the time. But not when I have this skin on for some reason. Maybe when I do a top 5 luckiest Overwatch skins for me in the future, I reckon this will be right up there with one of the luckiest skins. And well, it's like when you've used a skin for so long in a game and you'd rather not change it because you don't particularly like changing a skin unless it's a skin coming out that looks so badass that you'd want to use that instead of the one you're using. I've not had that feeling with Roadhog for a while, and I would rather just use the lacrosse skin because I've had it on for such a long time. Like, it's the one skin for Roadhog that would associate me, if that makes any sense, because I've used it for such a long time. Alright, so those were my top 5 Roadhog skins in Overwatch. Now, it's time to share with you the Hog skin that I really do not like, as I promised at the beginning of this video, if you guys are still watching this video, by the way. And yeah, so this Roadhog skin that I really do not like is, just like the Militia skin, is one that I don't own. The only difference here is that I'm happy not to own it. And that skin is the Bargy skin from the Lunar New Year event. I don't know why, chaps. I just don't like the skin. The skin just looks so ugly. I've always seen it to be really weird looking. Firstly, how is that bag drooped over his shoulder, not fallen off yet? The hook looks strange compared to all the other hooks from other skins, and his take a breather looks like he's sucking the innards out of a dumpling? What? Of course the mask is of a pig's head, wearing strange metal goggles. I don't know guys, it just looks really odd, and it's in no way relative to any of my tastes. And yeah, that's probably the reason why I'm not a big fan of it. Anyway guys, there you go, that is the video for today. Let me know in the comments what your favourite Roadhog skin is. Is it the Baji skin? Is it the Militia skin? Is it the Lacrosse skin? Is it the Toxic skin? Is it the Junkenstein skin? Let me know in the comments section down below. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Remember, if you have been watching the video and you want to see more videos like this in the future, then go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications if you want to be updated with any videos that I intend to do in the future. Also, check me out on social media as well. My Twitter handle is @ChrisModder9, and you can go ahead and check my Discord server out as well. Go ahead and meet some awesome friends and talk about gaming, Overwatch, retro gaming, you name it. The world is your oyster. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Have a great day, have a great life. Be nice to your fellow gamers, because we are all human beings. I've been CMG, and until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace!